Hi, my name is Nonima Zigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So on this video, we are going to talk about the torture that Shoes suffered in the hands of the police and the expose that happens here because Shoes is telling us things we are like, we are left like all the way, Kesana. Everything that he was saying there was jaw dropping, guys. I do not want to lie. Okay, let's get into all these details quickly. So this one was very powerful, guys. This is a very powerful piece of information that Ushus, a piece of testimony that Ushus was giving there. Because my goodness, from the very start, from the moment of arrest, the system was already shaping the narrative. Okay, let me break it down for you nicely so that you can see what Shoes was trying to tell us here. Now, the arrest that already knew the story, that's what you see here when Shoes is narrating. Firstly, the stripping of rights. Before any story, no rights were told. What happens first? He is told you are arrested immediately. A lot happens. Hand over your phone, charger, fingerprints taken, all of that. Now, this is when he gets to Gauteng. Sorry, to Gauteng, because the police station now, he finds out that it's Yeovil. He finds out it's Yeovil, but hang on. Now, notice what is missing here on all of these phones, charger, fingerprints taken, shoelaces, whatever that is taken. Now, no explanation of rights. Earlier on, he said so when they were arresting him at home in Northwest. Now, that testimony is confirming that. No clarity on charges, no legal safeguard activated, nothing. They are just pushing forward. This is not just procedure. This is control from the first minute. All right. Second thing, physical force is used, the handcuff evidence. This is where it gets dangerous for the state. Handcuffs tied behind the back, tightened to the point of injury, and it results in visible laceration, bleeding, permanent marks. Now, the description is critical because he says, I have marks that are showing like a Z, located on the left wrist. The interpreter compares them to traditional cutting marks, which is not the case in my view, because there's no Z in traditional cutting marks. That comparison hits hard. It suggests deliberate, forceful and cutting pressure, not accidentally restraint. Now, when it comes to this goes directly to voluntariness, support a narrative of coercion and assault, weakens any confession reliability under Criminal Procedure Act, Section 217. The third point here, invisible violence, because he says he was also kicked in the stomach, which has no visible injury, but painful situation is confirmed. It matters because courts often look for visible proof, but here you have visible injury in the wrist, which is very important. And both of those things are together, it builds a pattern of abuse, not an isolated claim. Fourthly, the first name that is dropped is Bongani Ndanzi's name. This is where the narrative starts forming now. After detention, he is questioned about Bongani Ndanzi, not told about Senzo Meyiwa murder, not asked about Senzo Meyiwa murder situation, but asked about a specific accused. That is a huge red flag right there. That is a huge red flag right there. Now, how do you ask about a specific accused or a specific suspect before telling the person what crime are they are involved in? Now, this suggests that the police already had a targeted narrative. They were trying to fit him into it. And my God. Point number 5, the document that exposed everything for him to understand what was happening now. This is the most exclusive moment Gefsana for yesterday. He receives a document during a processing. Thinks it's just inventory of clothes or items that he gave them. It's about his clothes that they took away from him, his things that they took. Then inside the cell, other inmates ask to see it. He opens it. And for the first time, he sees murder of Senzo Meyiwa. Let that sink in because he was not aware. They did not say anything to him. He was arrested, processed, questioned about Ntanzi without being told the actual charge. He also learns the case. He only learns the case from a document in a cell shown by other inmates. Guys, Haibo. Now, the entire sequence creates one devastating question. Was the arrest about investigation or about fitting a pre-written story? Because no rights properly explained, physically force already applied, names introduced before charges discovered later on. Charges discovered later on. Kesana. Imagine yonke nje lonto le because wow. Imagine nje. Now, these charges are not just discovered later on. It's accidental. What if he was alone in that cell? What if the other inmates did not ask him? Yeah, he just put that because in his head, this is the list of my document of my things that are with them. So this is an accidentally discovered ukuthi hayi wena uboshiwe la for imeda kaSenzo emdala kangakaya. He didn't learn why he was arrested from the police guys. He learned it from a piece of paper inside a cell after the damage was already done. This testimony of Shoes supports unlawful arrest procedure concerns that have been said in this case. It also supports the violation of constitutional rights, Section 35. It also supports possible coercion, affects confession admissibility. It also supports predetermined investigation narrative. Do you see now how these people have used fear amongst the people that they arrested? Now, by the time he read the words murder of Senzo Meyiwa, the system had already moved. The questions were already chosen. The pressure had already been applied. And the biggest question is no longer what he said. It's whether the story was written before he even knew that what he was accused of. Guys, are these people for real? Gamapolisa? Is this how SAPS has become now? Well, guys, I'm even shocked ukuthi it boiled down to such. This guy is also shocked. I am also shocked. Ogininda babolile, guys. Ogininda babolile. That is all we can say when it comes to this because wow. OMG. How do you hear from the cells ukuthi boshelweni? Bakudampe nje inside the cells without saying anything to you. They don't tell you why you are here. Hayibo, guys. Yeah, abantu have been through a lot when it comes to the Senzo. Yazi uSenzo. San egodini elapho. Ay, ubufebe bakhe bubenzile abantu. Ubufebe bukaSenzo baze bakhosta abantu ulife wabo. Yo, ubufebe bukaSenzo baze babaphilisa kabuhlungu abantwana babantu bengenzanga nto bengenanto yokwenza nokufa kwakhe. Hayibo. Yo. I am so shocked, son. I am so shocked. Anyway, let's talk in the comment section. What are your thoughts about this? I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.